What normal thing can't you do? I cannot roll my R's. I've been trying since I took Spanish in middle school. It just isn't in the cards for me. I can't swallow pills. I crush them up and eat them like a child. I can't do basic mental math fast. What takes someone about 2 seconds will take me roughly 15 or more. Adding and subtracting are the hardest. Multiplication is the only one I can do, but I have to sing those songs in grade school that I was taught. Math has caused me anxiety since I started school. I'm 29 now and it still gets to me every day. Buttons on my shirt while wearing it. I always need to take the shirt off first. I can't snap my fingers to make a clicking noise. Edit, snapping noise. Edit 2 thanks to some helpful replies. I can now snap my fingers to make a snapping clicking sound. Edit 3 thanks for the medal, it's my first one and all the upvotes. Make eye contact when I talk to people. Flirt. Can't do it even if my life depended on it. Carry on a conversation. I have never been able to wink. I've tried all the suggestions. It just won't happen. I look so stupid trying. Start from a random spot in the alphabet and continue till it finishes. Drive. I'm 23 and terrified of driving. It's one thing to have grown up in the city and use public transit and just never learn. I grew up in rural Texas. Plenty of back roads and kids driving as early as 10-11. I just avoided it and didn't have parents who gave a shit. In fact, Dad was keen on the idea of keeping me dependent, so he especially didn't mind. I don't know if I'll ever learn, but I've worked around it so far. It'd be pretty cool if self-driving cars went mainstream by the time I grow a pair. Touch my toes with straight legs. I'm by no means overweight, just never had flexibility. Even as a kid. I really want to raise a single eyebrow, been trying for years, but I just can't. Tie my shoes like everyone else. I'm almost 23 and that shit still don't make any sense. Stepsister can say ambulance. She's 22. It always comes out as ambulance. She has resorted to saying big emergency health truck. I can't regulate my emotional response to things. My responses are always extremes, even when they aren't bombastic. It doesn't mean I'm crying or yelling all the time, but it does mean that I have to take extreme measures to ensure that doesn't happen, like cutting myself off from a situation completely. Also, typically any calmness on the outside is offset by extreme laser focus, or extreme lack on the inside. I learned when I was really young that people do not respond well to emotional outbursts, and so now I know when I need to walk away. I have a handful of friends and my wife that I trust not to abandon me when I reveal the full extent of how completely on fire my emotional responses are to any and everything that happens to me. But my wife is pretty much the only person that I can trust not to get fed up if I talk about it too much. Edit. It's worth mentioning that I am diagnosed as bipolar type I and ADHD with some significant executive function impairment, so that probably plays a big part in it all, but it's not something I can explain to people in any way that would explain what I deal with. Fortunately, thanks to some harsh familial and social situations early on life, I've learned excellent coping skills for public life, and 99.9% of people see me as a well put together and dependable dude. So, in that sense, I am more fortunate than a lot of people with my same disorders. Smell. I have specific anosmia, which means that I can only smell very specific things, but 99% of the time I'll have no idea. Which means I get stuck with trash runs and the like at work a lot. Before you ask, I have no idea if it impacts my taste, as I have no reference. What I do know is I can taste foul smelling air, which is why I keep my mouth closed during the aforementioned trash runs. Push-ups. I'm 35 now and I don't even try. When I was younger, gym teachers would always show us how to do some, then tell us to do a number. I could never figure it out. The teachers would tell me that I was doing it wrong, but they never explained how to do them correctly. Just that I was doing them wrong.